no remedy. All my thoughts come from loud and some Hennessy. God told me show mercy to my enemies, but the devil saying make his ass a memory. I'm blacking out and yesterday is just a blur to me. And the only way to stop me is to murder me. I spit it hot, I burn the track to the 3rd degree. A surgeon to the beat, I give it open heart surgery. I give it life, I keep it real. I'm spitting life, my wrongs, my rights, my kids and wife. Life's a gamble, I'm pitching dice. Bob Barker grind, looking for the right price. Stuck in the trap for the cheese like mice. Lands arms.
Yo, it's the mother-loving PMP show. We are back. I gave an extra yo in there.
I mean, I don't feel like it was off, though. Like, I felt like it was still in transition.
Oh, you want to do it one more time?
No, definitely
No.
I think it was good enough to... Yes, let's clap it up for people. Clap it up for ourselves.
Professionals. We back, y'all, with another episode.
PMP show. I think we should.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do we need to... We need like our tagline, like we need another official tagline. You know what I'm saying? Like
we need to work on another catchphrase.
Yeah, we do.
You know we had to. We don't even said in a long time. Bing, bing, bong, bong.
Yo, we actually haven't said bing,
bing, bing, bong. We ain't did that in a minute.
Yo, that's a fact. Bro.
Yeah, we need to bring that back.
Yeah, we definitely. So we're gonna take a mental note, and we are going to make sure that we start to utilize.
Right, because that's how we used to do our outtakes. Bing, bing.
Bong, bong. We'll be back. So we can do it today.
Right, yeah, we can do it today. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because we're trying to. I don't know. We'll let y'all figure out what's going on.
Something special.
Yeah.
See if y'all catch it.
But actually, I think our day ones, though, our day ones are already be like, okay, yeah.
We ain't going to say it.
Nah, we not. We just going to keep, rolling on smooth.
But I guess I'll go first.
Yes, you can.
Actually, I shouldn't because I went first because I was solo Thursday. But I'll go first because I don't have one, but I'll just go first so I ain't got to have all the pressure on Thursday.
I did intro.
On Thursday.
I did intro who I was. I did a little who I was. I did
you put that
video. Okay,
did you put that?
No, I didn't put it first. Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, you did an intro for the show too? Oh, yeah,
I did an intro for the show. I was just like,
questions,
I'm like, hey, it's your boy, Jimmy VIP. I didn't say AKA, and neither did you, by the way. So it's like,
it was so bad.
Shit. Okay.
But it's your mother-loving boy. World War Z, AKA. Let me think of one. Macho Man Randy Savage. Yes, because that video that Jimmy B posted a couple weeks ago was insane. Oh, it was Macho Man.
The king of the cocaine interlude.
Yes.
Like his shit was, they just gave him the green light. Hey, just give him a. Nigga just came out there. What do you know?
He used to give Mean Gene hell, boy.
He loved that shit too. He was the dealer probably back then.
Oh yeah, Mean Gene was definitely.
See, I stole long enough on the Mean Gene card.
You think we can make a shirt with Mean Gene on it and not get sued?
Nobody cares about Mean Gene though. So I think we might get it with they would think it was
They wouldn't
Undertaker dude.
Yeah, a lot of niggas wouldn't even. Yeah, you're right. A lot of niggas wouldn't even know. Like true wrestling fans would know.
Mean
but
Gene
if he made a sophisticated savage shirt with Mean Gene on it, that shit'd be dope.
In honor of Mean Gene, right? I got my name today. Okay,
let's go.
It's his co-defendant, brother from another mother.
Yes,
Jimmy VIP, a mean green smokerland.
Oh.
Okay.
There you go, Mean Green Smokerland.
That's my name for today. And you see him smoking as you speak, so on the fly, I like that.
Gene. That's his last name was Okerlund.
It was Okerlund.
Mean Gene. I don't even think that was Gene's real name. Gene Okerlund.
Yo, you need to look that up, yo. I think that
shit sounds too movie professional. Gene Okerlund.
Yo, he was the coke man because Mean Gene Cokerland. Like I can see that. I can see him supplying all.
Hell yeah. His bricks had his face stamped on it back in the 80s. But that shit just had Mean Gene.
Bomb. Man was like, yo, that shit's official.
Oh, you got that Mean Gene?
Hell,
let me get 20 of them shits.
Hell yeah. Let me get the Ultimate Warrior special.
Alpo with them niggas was like, let me get 50 of them Gene. Oh, shit. But yeah, man, let's get to it, man.
It was something you said before we got to the weird. It was something we
was it the bullying one?
That was at the end. It was you just said something, and we was like, yo, we gonna throw that in there.
Yeah, God,
yo,
dang it.
What happens when we?
Yep.
partaking.
Right. That's why you're right. We should have went live, not live, but just pre-recorded some shit because a nigga did forget it. Literally what I just said. Fuck.
It's all good.
Mm.
So I guess we will talk about. No.
The weird addiction.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get into that, y'all, because this is incredible. Like I just happened to see this.
Well, but we could talk about the weekend maybe.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I mean, real quick, because I still don't see nothing right there. But we can go into the weird addiction. But we went to do some street interviews yesterday, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you where I made a mistake. Yesterday, I had on my Porch Monkeys podcast shirt. See, I don't like to wear that in certain areas, and normally I don't wear it. But we was shooting, you know, like an episode live in the studio. So when you shoot live in the studio, you can wear whatever you want.
Right.
Now, I mean, I can wear whatever I want when I go out. Anyway, but I have I didn't realize we was more of in an upscale area where we was doing interviews yesterday, and I went up to a particular white guy, right, with his lady, and the vibe that what he said to me, I was like, yo, man, like we need some interviews. Hey, man, we try. Hey, can you help us out? He said, he looked at me with the. He
was appalled.
I was like, what, you have to, hey, I don't get into that shit.
Right.
That's exactly what he said and walked off. His girl looked like she was interested. Like, real talk, his lady was like, oh, because that's how they think. Plus, I'm a black man. They want to be with us secretly. Mm-hmm. But he didn't feel it. He looked at me and said, we don't want to get in that shit. I felt
kind of slighted a little.
Yeah, I felt a little
it ain't that serious.
It's
homie.
not.
You ain't got time. Keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
But to respond like that, like you was shunned, like shunning somebody almost. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that was kind of.
I would have took my hat off.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
the hat would have went up.
That's what it was. Somebody got. Somebody got shot or something.
At the Waffle House.
You were saying somebody got yesterday. You was like somebody got it, and then they had to kill themselves. Excuse me, I shouldn't say that.
Oh, the shooting at the Dollar General. Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah. So there was a shooting in Jacksonville. A man went into it. He was by HBCU too as well. You know what I'm saying? So he went into a Family Dollar or a Dollar General, whichever one, and went into the store, killed 3 black people, and it was definitely racially motivated because his gun had swastikas all over it. And they found the manifesto talking about how he hate black people and all of that. So he ended up turning the gun on himself and, doing what he had to do to himself. But he, it's just sad, man, that we still living in these times to where this shit is still happening. You know what I'm saying? And that went under the rug. Like, I ain't even hear about it. And that shit was yesterday. Scrolling Instagram before we started. So, rest in peace to those people. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, like, it's just sad. Another situation like this that's just going to be swept under the rug. There ain't no case to be had because he killed himself. So the justice ain't going to come from nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, those families just got to bury them people and move on with their life.
Scary. I mean, but that's that we always talk about these instances that happen like in public places. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And we want to stress the fact of being more alert, right, in your surroundings, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always talk about, that's one message that we try to, give out is that if somebody, like, you want to be aware, you want to see what's going on. You definitely don't want to have your face down on your phone at the time of when he was getting ready, unloading the car with, you know what I'm saying, or whatever he was doing prior to lead up. Like, you don't want bullets ricocheting to be your first.
That's, like you said, that's what made you notice the situation. Yeah. By then it's too damn late. You know what I'm saying? You don't know where they going. Yeah. All you can do is get out. At least if you've seen it, you yell, maybe you startle him. Now he don't want to do it, but at least you notified everybody in the vicinity.
Whatever,
get the fuck out of here, because it's about to get crazy.
Not, and not saying that you would have saved the day. Not saying that you wouldn't, nothing would have happened. What we're saying is precautions, being aware of the surroundings because of what's going on. Right. That's going into what the topic is today too, but what's going on with your surroundings right now, you know, you have to be aware. Like we have to know that, you know, things happen at the drop of a dime. That Alabama thing, for instance, like that should just out of nowhere. Like it took a while, but it's just there's a lot of frustrations, man, you know, going on. So just being aware was.
Please, y'all, be careful. And you know, it's funny how this happened off of the, you know, not too far after Trump, and then the whole situation with that. Even though I don't think he's gonna do no real time, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like a call went out again. Because like you said, you ain't really see nothing happening, and then boom, now this is happening. It's probably gonna be another one, unfortunately. And I don't know if it's stemming off of that. They feel some type of way. They riled up. Oh, they got my man because it's a black woman that did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So me and Info Guy had that conversation on the show about she better get low. You know what I'm saying? Like if this dude do become the president, because he gonna be coming at her. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So yeah.
And I think they're playing chess with it. Like I think they already got that. That's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. Like he's gonna win again. Mm-hmm. And I think it's gonna, you know, that's see, but some people aren't paying attention to that part about it. They stuck on he's in jail. He was all right straight.
They're gonna be surprised how many black people about to vote.
Oh, I was about to bring that up too. A lot of black people saying they voted for him too. So.
Voted for him last time. I'm gonna do it again.
Hey.
And I'm saying that because I need opportunity.
The way he said that, though.
Yeah, fuck it. Like
he opened the floodgates.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah,
I just care about
his business. He treats this shit like the business it is. He's like, all right, fuck it.
I'm not
corporation. Everybody get money.
I'm not going to like. Of course, like when he first started running and he first started whatever and doing shit based on how he is. At first, I was like, man, what the fuck? But then after he got voted in, shit, niggas is getting money. Whatever, like all that fucking shit about people getting arrested was clout. Some of them got arrested because they didn't do it the right way.
Right.
Like if you don't do it the right way, yeah, nigga, you're gonna go to jail for fraud.
Can I say this to answer your point? Since the war began, Joe Biden's administration has given $75 billion to the Ukraine. You think Trump would have cut that check to them niggas? Hell no.
No,
he'd have gave that
money would have been right to us, bro.
Yeah, he'd have possibly
them
gave
niggas
that
have still been giving us all that free money. Are you serious?
See, but
he didn't say no to that shit.
How much was the COVID relief?
Bro,
if we can remember, y'all remember?
Bro, we got
when they started giving all
the checks. It
was a lot, but I don't think it was 75.
He kept going with
it might have been like 30.
Bro,
40.
he kept going with the checks with the after Obama. Mm-hmm. He kept going. Mm-hmm. Then he gave us more stimulus. Yeah. Then he opened up the PPP, which is crazy because PPP been around for a long ass time.
Yeah, but we
didn't know. Right. That's the problem. And so that's how they get rich.
And we don't.
Because we don't know those loopholes. That's why the conversation of business, we do things in a different manner, but all these motherfuckers doing is using loopholes. Money might can
last night. You asked, like, hey, officer.
Yeah. Money might can hire the high power lawyers, but if we study the shit ourselves, we don't need no fucking lawyers, bro. Okay. There's niggas in prison who literally study the law and they fucking know more than these niggas.
Only thing that the lawyer is good for is giving you that pass. And
bro,
them
they only know relationships.
Yeah, them handshakes that they make at the dinner table. That's what the lawyer is good for.
That's it. But if we know the law, they can't say shit.
They paint a picture. Like what happens is that people are so caught up in the picture painted that he's a racist. Mm-hmm. He's a this. His people, see, his people, his voters aren't necessarily his people. Right. Like he don't hang.
And even if he is a racist, I don't give a fuck. If he helping me,
yeah, it's about green.
And he just exploited them people. That's all he did was exploited.
If racist wants to keep to their kind, do whatever they want, but they still like shit. We give you an equal share of this money over here that's going on. I don't give a fuck. They gonna stay away from me.
Can I say it like this? To me, it would have been no different had Obama got in there and spoke directly to the niggas in the hood. Not necessarily using the word nigga, like the same way Trump did the middle American motherfuckers.
But they're afraid. Afraid to do that.
And now you had the same way they was riled up. If Obama would have did that to the real hood niggas and went directly to them, ain't that shit crazy?
See, the agenda I mean, but there's a, you know, we understand there's an agenda, and the thing I want to say about Trump is what Info Guy focused on, but a lot of us are too blinded. But like the media does a great job of setting up a picture to where they're just going to follow the narrative, right? To where that people like who actually open their eyes and see, like, damn, I got a little bit more money doing this time compared to what's like. If you look at the time, I don't even care about the votes, but if you look people at the picture, like at the facts of what happened when supposedly this racist guy was in office.
We literally,
I came up, bro.
Literally a festival that happened last weekend.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah,
it has grown. I guarantee
substantially because
of what has transpired in the last 6 years, bro.
They're scared, bro. All right, think about this. Do you know how the pyramid schemes were going? Like when we had that kind of money, do you know how we were generating more money and empowering ourselves just off that little bit? Like that's definitely something that he realizes, he knows, and they have the control of. I think when we had this should be a whole episode topic.
I was trying to Google it, but I'm gonna have to.
That we
I was trying to see what the average taxes we was paying on our money.
Yeah, that we need to talk down the road. But yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it.
It's
I'm not gonna say and say, oh well, shit, just because he said this and this and that, and look past what I got in regards to moving forward. Like this shit came because you know what I'm saying. Like, bro,
that's what we.
You know what I'm saying?
People look at this country as the business it is and stop thinking it's really quality. Like, we always talk about, like, look at it like how, I ain't gonna, say some of them. Most of these white people, especially the one whose families pass down money, they treat this shit as a business. They're only racist because they want to stay on top financially. That's towards any and every fucking body. Yeah, they may say the word nigga, they may say the word SPIC, they may, you know what I'm saying? All of this shit. But, you know what I mean? Right.
But we say it too.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, racism, like you could, your opinion about, like, you could say whatever you want to somebody. Doesn't mean you hate them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you have hate is what
this dude did in Family
exactly.
Guy.
That's hate.
That's hate.
I think everybody has the right to be a little bit like to be a little bit racist.
It's not racist. It's prejudice.
Prejudice, right? There you go. Thank you. That's the word.
Racism is what motherfuckers that are behind the scenes trying to do to
it's a system.
Minimize people who aren't on that level and keep them down. That's racism. Prejudice is like, oh well, shit. I might not like y'all motherfuckers and shit like that and whatever else, but I think you should get money just like I get money. I don't give a fuck about what you do with your people, but I'm over here with my people doing my thing. If you're able to figure out how shit is, go right ahead and you stay over here. They don't understand
that's it. But there's something that they have, like the supremacy thing about, like the supremacy part about it. Like there are some of them, like there's probably tiers and levels, like of all of what we're saying.
Exactly.
But there's also that tier that, they can't live by me. I don't want to. But let's be real. There's also older black probably men who probably feel the same way, and probably not even old. But there's definitely tears.
Bro, my grandfather was all up on the bro. Like he understood, like shit, because he lived through it. Like all that system that you talking about, is what
trust him as far as
the system. He understands how it got mixed up with other people, and they use that to go against him, and you know what I'm saying. So he understands that. But my mindset is now it's like, okay, well, if we know that, they don't really care about. Some of them don't really care about what we do on our end. They just want us to stay over here. Well, shit, if they just let it, who gives a fuck out what they care about us about? motherfucker, like partner up with them. You don't think motherfuckers in the business world right now and ain't partnering up with racist ass motherfuckers?
That's
because they understand the business. This is about business. I might not like you exactly. I might be back in the back rooms talking about y'all, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to exchanging money, ain't no, that color is green.
It is. And it'll forever be green, but we're trying to get in the mindset to where we want to get our own. You know what I'm saying? We want, like, cause there's enough rich executives. And when I say executives, I'm just going to say top, like millions and maybe a couple billionaires that are our color.
So let me ask y'all a question, and ultimately, like, it is about the money, but would you put power over the money at the peak of the apex of the pyramid? Like, because the more money, with the more money comes the more power.
Correct.
So now I can, not only am I richer than you, I'm strong enough to come take your shit now. So is power really the apex of it? Because we always say as a people, we need the money. But do we need to try to get the power? You know what I'm saying?
I think, but the thing is with this world, OZ, to answer your question, we'll listen to them because of their stats.
Success, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we judge things off of. So right. When we always talk about the superhero thing, like when we say that, we just talk about like a stats. Like if Hov was to do something like that, when we talk about the amount of people, like we got certain names that if they actually got together and said they want to do this, your wheels can get moved.
It would move, yeah. It would definitely set shit in motion, yeah.
So I just wanted to say this. In life, like I think what we need is a union. Like I think it's like it seems like I don't mean union in a sense of, but like we need a union. Like we're all not gonna do this if you know, just like a union at work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you mad because you underpaid. You mad because you got to work this amount of hours and you feel like everybody should get more money. You feel like this, that, and the third. There's a union. But the problem is we'll never union.
Not as a people.
Nah, we'll never union.
Got too many different unions out there trying to like do. Does Black Lives Matter work with the with the NCAAP? Like, have you ever seen them sit at the same table? Does the NAACP sit down at the table with the Nation of Islam or the Fruit of Islam or just all these? What's the black group out here? The Black Nationalist group. You know what I'm saying? The Black Israelites. Right. It's just so many different factions. Then you got the woke community. You know, they a whole different entity. You know what I'm saying? In themselves. So
and then the LGBT, then there's another community. Then it's the feminist,
the feminist
movement and all that.
And these are strictly black movements we talk about. We ain't even including nothing else. So
how will we get the union?
Because they always gonna come to the table first about their shit. Because they want their voice to be projected as opposed to understanding the bigger picture of the thing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I kind of feel about it.
So before we go to commercial, what you think of, like, because the other, there's a main community, they have one. Like anytime there's something something comes up or somebody says something heinously, they come as, so we need the union. So we're going to come back and discuss,
and just to close on it too, like what Jimmy is saying, like, because as you said that, it made me think of something. It took me back to a moment maybe my ancestors tapped in, like whether it's African tribes or the Africans that was over here, it's only that y'all consider Native, not y'all, but people would call Native Americans. Like when it was time to settle shit, like the chiefs came to the table. All right, listen, y'all can get this side of the Mississippi River. We gonna take this side. Right. Anything that comes down, you know what I'm saying? Like, they still work together. Like, okay, boom. We know the weather gets kind of harsh up there. You need to move some of your people
traded. They traded what the others had. Like that's the kind of bonds that we have with each other. So
we just got to do it in an upgraded way now. Like, okay, you have the ability, like a Hov, to just, the Marcy Projects. I don't know. I'm just using this as an example. I doubt if New York City would ever sell that shit to you. But because you know what I'm saying, I don't even know who owns it. I don't know if it's private or not. But let's just say you bought it, went in there and started renovating this shit. But if you did it, you know how many people would just come in and throw you money to do it, to help you? Oprah, Jeff Bezos, all these people would just.
I wouldn't even do that. You know what I would do?
What would you do? Let's make it short so we can get to this commercial.
Take all just go somewhere where there's tons of land or whatever, and just build from there instead of going in the mix. Cause you feel what I'm saying? Like, we trying to circulate dollars. I'd rather it be
our dollars to ourselves.
Only reason why I said that because now you uproot with people that might have jobs they want to keep there, so we would have to provide a way for them to live too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't say like live far away from jobs, but I'm saying in a section where it's just nothing. We could be our own community.
I hate this.
You know what I'm saying? Like Chinatown and all this other shit.
This is our shit right here. Like this is our this is our topic.
I should have cost $7 trillion.
This is our topic right here. Like this is what we love talking about this right here. This is what we are for on PMP, but we definitely need to take a fucking commercial break. Yes. So we'll be back in 2 and 2.
2, motherfuckers.
Yo, what up? It's Jimmy VIP here, aka Jimmy Copperfield, coming out with the bag of tricks. Half of the PMP show, man. Got some news, yo. Tune in Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. on the Culture Creators Network. If you want to know where exactly to find us, on YouTube, PMP Show. Facebook, PMP Show. Instagram, PMP Show. Like pimps, motherfuckers, Padres, PMP. So look, tune in. We'll be having interviews, special guests, and we always dive in on all them important topics for the culture. So exercise your brain, man. Tune into the PMP show on the Culture Creators Network every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. You heard it first from your boy.
Yo, we are back. Live, funky, fresh in the flesh. I don't know about y'all, but certain days I get higher on, and I think it's because Sunday is the only day I don't rip and run. The weed hit me a little different because my body is more relaxed.
Because you're stationary.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like Monday through Saturday, I smoke. Don't get it wrong. I get high, but on Sundays it really hit me different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna say the Sundays I'm off because I work every other weekend.
You work every other weekend.
So I think that my weekends, but still when you work on your weekend, it's
But like your Tuesdays, you off every Tuesday, right?
I pick and choose, but for the most part, yeah.
It's just a different day. That one day that you don't do shit usually,
right?
That'd be the day that weed hit you a little different.
Yeah, do feel better. I mean, but everything hit a little different. Like the food hit a little bit better. Yeah, like because you relax, man. Yeah. So relaxing,
peace to relax
is definitely key. But we got a good topic, like evolution, man. Like I'm not trying to say evolution in a scientific. I'm not trying to, go
dinosaurs
to that
and to birds, none of that shit. Yeah.
But you know what's weird about that? When you talk about evolution, it comes up. They talk about, I don't believe that we came from monkeys.
Nah.
Like to me, that's just a media prop. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Where they talk about we came from monkeys. And because in evolution, if we evolved from monkeys, monkeys would be gone. There will be no more monkeys here if it was evolution, because there's been monkeys that have been here for I don't know how long, but
can I say this? I just and I'm because I'm gonna ask you this because it's always baffled me.
Okay.
And we're gonna get out of there as soon as we get in there. If you believe in Adam and Eve, you can't believe in evolution, right? Jimmy is talking about a different type of evolution.
I am. Man. I mean, I'm in the same sense, but there was a definition, though, real talk.
Like adapting.
Of definition. I mean, there was a definition I put down of evolution, right? It's crazy. The process by which different kinds of living organisms are thought to have developed and diversified from earlier forms during the history of the earth. And that's how that's how you evolve. That's how you get better. So change, right? Adjusting. So I'm just going to get my definition out of the way of what, what it means to me to evolve.
But that's dope how you put that, because like you said, let's just say, God forbid, but we have to live in water now. That first generation,
right?
We're adapting and we're going to start the evolvement of the process of doing this shit. So by the time that fourth and fifth generation come along and they learn from what we did, how we built, how we survived, how we built mechanisms to breathe underwater, whatever the fuck we had to do, they've evolved to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like us, where we at now in society compared to the 1600s, 1500s, whatever the case may be.
1600s.
Right. We've evolved and adapted, you know what I'm saying, to what the fuck is going on. Because you had no choice. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Once something shifts drastically, you better make that evolvement or that adaptation. Because if not, what you gonna do? They ain't gonna be able to survive. So,
So would you say that people kind of love evolution when it makes life convenient for them, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, they have a problem with it when it's change that they're not accustomed to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like people will be like, they love like the change. They'll love the fact that we have computers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Making life easier. You know, they love that part. But definitely when it comes to like, for me, we was talking about like dress,
right?
You know, like simple things like music. Like it's more uncomfortable. I feel like it's more uncomfortable for people when they're forced to go through like for the older.
Especially the older you
are.
Especially the older.
And I'm coming into that because Info Guy said something a long time ago. It, you know, and it was pretty much talking about changing and how generation before us, we got the same feedback,
right,
that we're giving the generation right now.
Right.
It's hard to swallow. I would say I think evolution is a pill that's hard to swallow to humans.
It is. Like you said, depending on what it is and how it affects your life, it's definitely one of those things that you really sometimes you don't want to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're stubborn, you're stuck in your ways. And, you know, hopefully it doesn't affect you. And, you know, I mean, like I'm a type of person that, let's see, I'm trying to give an example of something. Like I'll probably be one of the last people to get an electric car. Like until they make that shit, you gotta do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because I just don't trust a vehicle that can start shutting down certain shit or somebody can hack into it. They can just, you know what I mean? I just, you know, I just don't trust.
Charge the battery on a Tesla and it goes out.
And it won't work
the
anymore.
Battery is dead. Done.
Oh, so the battery done itself too. So you got to make sure it got some type of charge, or you completely kill it.
Because once it goes dead, that's it.
And it's $10,000.
See, shit like that.
10,000.
Shit
Sure.
like that. See, I don't want
say that one more time.
$10,000.
So it's $10,000 if you allow your Tesla to go zero battery.
And you probably ain't getting that shit immediately. It's probably gonna take 2 or 3 months. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like they make Teslas by the order, right? So it ain't like you could just go somewhere. Hey, I need a Tesla battery. Ain't nobody really got them shits on deck like that.
Like
so you gotta get this shit.
Of the car mainly is like the technology.
Right.
Right. So, but the outer is like, you know, whatever new, you know, type of way they build cars, but the actual technology is what costs the most. So if you think about it, like the battery is powering everything.
Right. You met Noah before.
Yeah.
I think you met him too. But I remember, if I can find it in my phone, I think he texted me like last March when he ordered his shit, and he just got his shit probably like 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, God damn, yeah. I was like, he was on the waiting list. Yeah, he was on the waiting list. That it wasn't like he got anything specially made. He was just on the waiting list that long to get one. You know what I'm saying? That particular model, I forgot which one he got. But
is that scary? But
right.
that's kind of scary.
I'm sure it'll go down eventually.
Oh yeah. And then there's more options out there because everybody's making an electric car now. This is just specifically the Tesla we talking about.
That's just the Tesla.
Right.
So what you think about evolution? Like I'm looking at, because like how I look at life now at 45. I don't even know how old I am. At 45, when I look at life now, like the eyes are different. We don't even want to speak to each other. So it's like with evolution, I think we're getting further away from each other and closer to technology. Right. So that puts us at a disadvantage when a crisis comes into play, or you're in a situation, bro. Like,
can I ask y'all something real quick?
Yeah.
I'm going back to the electric car thing.
Yeah,
because our parents, right? The older they get,
you know, it just the older you get, your skill set and driving is slower because your brain just doesn't compute with your body as fast as it does, right? So we all going to be in a position, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking into fruition. We going to be able to do whatever the fuck we want for our parents when they get to that age, right? Would you buy them one of them ill electric joints or something that you can monitor? Like, okay, you're going to the grocery store, ma, so you can just keep up with it on your phone. But it's an electric car that's driving her to her doctor's appointments. Or would you just rather get her a personal driver?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm going personal driver. Now I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not trying to be funny, but I am. Like, if I start, like I'm doing podcasts, like I start saying some shit that they don't like. Oh, you know what I'm saying? They could just yeah, drive off the bridge. Just say it was a malfunction.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
There's nobody in the car with it.
So now the real guy, like if it's a personal real guy, like I'm pressing it, like I'm on him. Like, yo, this is the most important thing, but you know, in my life, bro. Like you, like pinky driver. Right. Yo, don't spill my motherfucking yak. Like so, when it comes to a personal person, there's certain things, bro. There was I can't tell you, but yo, computers base their life on different things. So I
seen that shit too. You know, they put the study out where it said that these things make the decision based off the least amount of casualties. So, whereas if we see 3 grown people over here and a baby carriage over here, we probably going to swerve this way because our instinct is to protect that kid.
Exactly.
This computer is picking the kid because it's the least amount of casualties, and that's just an instinct we don't have as human beings. You know what I'm saying?
Don't.
Like,
man, and we always talk about that part because that part is the scary part about it.
It is.
And here's a hack. I'm gonna say it real quick, and I'm not gonna say it no more. Is that when it's time to approve credit, they're allowing computers to do that for them nowadays too. So if y'all doing them things, don't do them during business hours. Do them out of business hours, and you'll have the computer, and they don't look at race. The computer don't. So moving on.
There's a little gem.
Yeah. You know, so evolution though, but here's what's funny about evolution. Things change, bro. The music that we don't like the music. I'm not gonna say we don't like the music. It's just not for us, but it's dumbed down. We're just gonna I'm just gonna say that personally, it's dumbed down. But think about this, see, and Info Guy. When we thinking about 40-year-olds, maybe 50 years ago, did they look like us? Nope. Were they our type of? Were they hip hop? Like I know, 50 years ago, I would say, Shibidoo, boogaloo, music was still, they were still jive turkeys. But at 40, 45, like I'm 45, you're 45, damn near if you're rounding up. So we're not like I think that's the thing about evolution. Sometimes it's things do change.
They wore a lot more suits in that era.
Exactly.
When they stepped out. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was something quick, they had the sport coat on. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't really nothing too
gangsters.
Right.
I think the gangsters.
Hey.
I think the gangsters' wardrobe. I think the gangsters' wardrobe was different back then as well. Like, cause they were suit and ties and all that type shit. So I think. Yeah, we can close on that and then we can get to the other thing.
But yeah, that back to the point you was making.
Like real quick, like so we can go to commercial, we can go to the next joint so we can close out. But evolution and shit, bro, like all life forms evolve, right? Like that's a fact. Like everything, because they said that deers and things that have been getting hit, like they've been in head, like they've seen. Like they predisposed now. Now they're born with the instinct about cars.
That is true. You
know what I'm saying? So that's just evolution.
Right.
That
deer didn't have to get hit by a car to have that instinct. That instinct was just passed down.
It was just passed down over time. So we're doing that as well. And we're just adding our own little adjustments to it. And it's key because there's nothing you can do about it. So it's going to happen. So I think us as the older generation probably should realize that and let them go with what they're doing because they're going to be, they are the future. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward. So
on that note, we will take another commercial break. So we will be back in 2 and 2. Shabang, bing. I got it. That's
bong, bong.
Yo, it's your boy World War Z, man, and every Thursday at 7:30, I need y'all to tune into the PMP show, streaming on YouTube only. Nah, I'm lying. We be on Facebook and IG Live, too. But anyway, man, y'all come holler at us, man, to get some of the most ignorant information you can possibly need in your life. Once again, your boy World War Z, one half of the infamous PMP show. Check us out every Thursday night, 7:30 on YouTube, man. Holla. Power to the fucking people.
That was a question I only had one answer for, and it was like, I would rather my child be the bully.
Definitely.
Okay.
But
go ahead.
I want to be politically correct, right? When I answer this question. I mean that in the sense of I got too much pride for my son to come home and he's like, yo, such and such is beating me up and taking my life.
Right.
Like that would hurt me more than anything.
Yeah.
Like to me that's why I would say because of the question, I just want to say that. Because of the question, and I had that given an answer, you know, yes, I'd rather him be the one bullying, but I don't condone bullying in no shape, form, or fashion, right?
Right.
Bully beat. Just want to say that.
And that's the thing about it. Like, that's what made this question so funny, because that was the first thing as parents we were saying, because we was all parents out there. We was all older people out there having a conversation. We was like, you know, you went to say be the bully, but then you had to think about it because you're like, nah, we don't condone that shit. You know, we older now. But then it's like, yeah, like Jimmy said, I don't want my son coming home saying he got punched in the stomach and getting his lunch money taken.
Yeah.
Nah.
Or my daughter.
I
don't want her coming home saying they writing all over my face, and that's rough.
Yeah.
So, you know, not trying to.
And I said psychologically it's a different thing too to deal with. It is. Because you can tame a bully as the parent. You know what I'm saying? Your child might be a little wild, but you being that child's parent, you can bust his ass well enough to where he'll understand this ain't right. I think if your son or daughter was bullied and traumatized for a certain amount of time, you got to bring them back carefully. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they can be a real fragile individual. You know what I mean? Coming up. So.
And I just want to, it's like, and the reason why, like, I had a hard time even answering it because, like, it gets deeper than how even far, like, we talking about the trauma that comes behind it. Mm-hmm. Like, lives have been lost behind it. So, you know, we do want to say, you know, sorry for the lives that have been lost to it. Because it's definitely detrimental, you know, on that end. But still, you know, sad as it is, we would definitely want to be on the aggressive side. Yo, and what's crazy is, I'm not, you know, we're about to sign off, but the U.S. itself, right? The world is based off power. You know what I'm saying? Which is sad because they're bullying. Bullying is going on right now in society. As we speak. Like, so, and it's sad that when you can't do nothing about it, like us, you know, either you're the one that's going to pillage and plunder and do whatever it takes, or you're going to be bullied.
You know who's one of the biggest bullies out there right now, quiet as kept? Amazon. They came and thugged everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas started off as a book delivery company. And it's to the point where people don't even leave their house. So Amazon bullied the industry, like, got niggas out the way, like, nah, this is what you know what I mean? Like, and to become what they become and the wealth that they've generated, look how many mom and pop stores lost that money. This nigga is worth an incredible amount of money, you know what I'm saying? And so that was all mom and pop stores and other things that Walmart destroyed that $72 trillion could have went to. You know what I mean? Like,
it's about power. Yeah. It's about power and control. Everybody loves power. So that's what the principles that we love here in this great old America. So
it's voting season.
Power. So everybody respects the powerful. That's what it is. Yeah. So if you are a hobo, but you are the smartest individual in the world, because you're a hobo, nobody will give you the time of day. Sad to say, bro.
That's a fact.
So powerful niggas sometimes be the most dumbest, ignorant motherfuckers in the world, but we'll sit there and tune in to their life and just watch them not even respect the word that you're saying. And you're typing on there, hey, we love you, such and such. Fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. It don't matter whose live it is. Oh, we love you, Snoop. He don't even respond to you. But you motherfuckers are sitting there all into the live, like millions of you. Yeah, preach. He don't even give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
But powerful wins. So that's all I got.
Power. I heard. Is what is it? Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts all. Like it's like once you have that apex of power, there's probably not too much good.
Sex sells too. So if we had a bitch right here twerking as we conversated, I bet you our likes would go.
That shit would be. We would have 10,000 views.
Yeah.
Later on tonight.
So open your minds.
We might have to do that one day. Just to run the numbers up.
Open your minds up, people.
Right.
So we're gonna see y'all next time we see y'all. We ain't telling you when or whatever the fuck. We love y'all, man.
Love y'all some more. No more hate. It's voting season. Go do the right thing.
Give them the. We're gonna keep our slogan going. So the next time we see y'all.
Thank you for coming out.
God bless. Good night.
Definitely got to say that.
Yeah. And we didn't say it. We'll do it next time. Took too long.
This right.
Under the
Spitting sick with no remedy. All my thoughts come from loud and some Hennessy. God told me show mercy to my enemies. What the devil saying make his ass a memory. I'm blacking out and yesterday is just a blur to me. And the only way to stop me is to murder me. I spit it hot, I burn the track to the 3rd degree. A surgeon to the beat, I give it open heart surgery. I give it life, I keep it real. I'm spitting life, my wrongs, my rights, my kids and wife. Life's a gamble, I'm pitching dice. Bob Barker grind, looking for the right price. Stuck in the trap for the cheese like mice. Lands on
It all started with a vision, a hustle, a grind, discipline, dedication, faith, and loyalty. Sophisticated savage, the brand, the lifestyle. It's just different.
It's the PMP. There ain't no PM without the P. It's the PMP show.